And so I used to run a white label call center for agencies. This was back in 2021. I saw there was a big problem with people not following up with their leads, and I was like, we got to figure this out. And so started building out a white label call center so agencies would pay my company to call their clients' leads for them. And that was great, very successful. Like you said, we worked with Gym Launch. They were a big client of ours. We had like 350, 400 gyms at any moment with them. And it got to a point where I was like, this is crazy. Like all the systems I built, all this stuff. And there was and then I decided that, you know what, if I actually teach agency owners how I've done all this, it'll probably be a little bit easier to scale and we'll see how we go with that. And that went really well. We've been doing that for the last 2 years. We've helped hundreds of agency owners now in call center mastery, teaching them how to build out call centers to get better results for their clients. And then, yeah, like you said, I've been very against AI voice for a long time. I was like, look, everyone's trying this AI voice thing. They think it's good. It's not very good. And then one of my clients actually reached out to me. I was like, hey, man, this AI voice stuff, I think it's good now. And I was like, oh, another AI voice getting pitched to me. All right, but he was a client of mine. So I was like, look, I'll give you the 30 minutes to pitch me. And he showed it to me. And like, I was like, dude, this is, I never heard anything like it. I was sold. And so I ended up actually partnering with him and we decided to relaunch Team Follow Up, which was the white label call center, but it's all done for you with AI voice rather than human setters. So a lot more scalable. And it's been going great. Yeah.
So just to kind of catch people up that maybe have joined late, CloseBot's not doing voice. So what are we all doing here? I explained how CloseBot has this unfair advantage because of all the data we have on sales conversations, and our focus on text is what makes us great at text. Aaron has all of that similar sort of background on the voice side, and it's what makes him really good at voice. He has come to the realization, and a lot of people have found this too, to get really good at voice, um, a lot of it's custom stuff. And we'll dive into exactly what you guys can implement yourself, no matter which platform you're using, or choose to work with Aaron. And he has more of a done for you solution where you guys work with him hand in hand. His team is creating and managing stuff for you. You still have a portal where you can go in and edit and update stuff, but they handle all of the tech side and all of the upgrades that come with staying relevant. So you can focus on getting more sales for your agency. Am I clear on that, Aaron?
That is spot on. That is exactly it. Yep. I want to make sure people have the information if they want to go do it themselves, absolutely. But if anyone that wants a shortcut and just get the results quickly, then that's what we're here for.
Yeah. So whether you're using iLevel's internal, um, other platforms, doesn't matter. Take the lessons you learned today to those, or decide, you know what, I want to shortcut everything. I want to guarantee success and work with Aaron's team. So we'll start by showing how you can integrate any AI voice platform into CloseBot. We have a lot of people who want to use CloseBot. They see it's awesome, and then they're like, oh man, it doesn't do voice. Well, I need voice, so I can't use CloseBot. And that is false. That is couldn't be further from the truth. You should be using voice if you need voice along with CloseBot. So
And
let's
it's
show exactly how
and
to
I'm
use it.
so excited for this bit as well because it's like, when you say that, it sounds like it's like this technical thing you've got to like do there. Like it's like such a simple fix. I think it's yeah, go on, Bryce. I think it's great. I love it.
And you've been using CloseBot along with you and all of your clients.
Absolutely. Yeah, I've actually got some examples for later, like where we've been literally using the AI voice, and then when you want a deposit being taken or something like that, CloseBot steps in, sends the link, and answers all the questions, and essentially CloseBot is closing the deals, which we've warmed up with the AI voice, which is incredible. It's been great.
And we'll talk about the stuff that you've handled, like coordinating, okay, when are we texting versus calling? Like maybe there are hours that you want the phone to be answered and not texting, or
Exactly.
texting and not calling. That's all some of the technical stuff that we'll talk about that you'll have to set up yourself or work with Aaron. So let me orient myself. And I'm going to start by sharing, and then I'm going to kick it over to you after I'm done with this part, Aaron.
Sounds good.
Okay, so everyone sees CloseBot. I have a very simple bot set up here. With this setup, It's just a Q&A system. Messages come in, it gives responses, it'll pull from your knowledge base, it'll follow your persona settings for your brand, all that good stuff. If you want to give it access to knowledge about things that's happening on a call, those call notes have to live in a contact field. So all of these platforms have the ability for you to log call transcripts or transcript summaries to a contact field, including what Aaron sets up with agencies. If it's in the notes, we don't read the notes. Make sure you're saving them to a field. I'm going to come in here within the settings, and I want to make sure to put in the job information, important business info, and put in that field. Now in this test account, I don't have that exact field. I'm just going to use this test CloseBot field. Let's imagine that says phone summary. Boom.
Exactly.
That's all it takes. Now when the conversation's going on, it's always going to be pulling information from that field here into this section. We could even say something like phone call history summary. Awesome. Then it always
Very
knows.
simple.
Always knows.
Yeah. And the really cool thing we'll be doing on top of that as well is then throughout the conversation in CloseBot, we have a set field feature, which then every time we ask them a question, they give us more information. We then have a set field, which we update that contact field in Go High Level, and it says take what we already know about the lead, and we quote the phone call summary, whatever you want to call it, and add on any additional info we've gathered from them. So that's like that contact field is being constantly updated as the CloseBot conversation goes through. Because then, if let's say they go cold and you want the AI voice to phone them again, that AI voice now has an up-to-date record of what's being said on the text, and then they can have the phone call, and it's just they bounce between each other. It's really nice.
We also have this chat transcript here and the chat summary. If I turn that on, I can pick the field that I want to save the always updated summary from CloseBot back on the contact in high level. So you'll want to make sure to have two different summaries, one that the voice can use and one that CloseBot can use. So you might have one that says summary of chat, and that's the one your voice provider can pull in and access. Like Aaron, or if you're using the native, like that way it can pull it into its context. Or with CloseBot, just how we showed here, the voice summary. So voice summary and chat summary, two fields, set them up so they can read from each other.
Is there a reason why? Because the way we do it is we actually like to combine them. We have one long one and it reads from the same one. Is there a reason why you would rather have it as two separate fields, one for voice and one for texting?
Well, with this, we're always replacing the contents of that field. If you use our tool for chat summary, we always replace the contents of that
Always
field with the
replacing
latest
it.
summary. Yep.
Oh, okay. So when we do it, sorry, I know
The way you do it is different. So the way
yeah,
Aaron does it
exactly.
is
Yeah.
it's a little bit more complex. Again,
Yeah.
that's why like their team has done it a certain way to make it behave that nth percent better. And we'll talk about that too. How easy it is to get to 80% good, how hard it is to get to 95% good from that 80%. So I'm showing you the easier way.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Bryce, make sure to tell me if I'm getting too technical with this stuff because I get carried away. I start going deep with things, and so just cut me off if I start going a little bit too crazy or anything's going wrong or anything like that. How do I get rid of this Slack? Hold on, wait, let me get rid of this.
We
That's on my other
have,
screen. There we go.
oh, that's why people are getting booted. Steven said too much good info. We have a couple people who have asked about the cost already. I don't know if you want to talk about the cost of your services now or later.
I can talk about it now briefly. Yeah, so we essentially copy we've done our best to copy the high level model, to be honest with you. So we have a setup fee to be onboarded as an agency. Obviously we do it's all done for you. We only work with agency owners. If you're like a big business owner with like tons of leads, still chat to us. We can potentially work with you. But if you're like a one-man band or something like that, we really want to only work with just agency owners specifically because it's way easier for us and them. But yeah, so there's a setup fee and then it's $497 a month for unlimited clients. So you pay $497 a month and we will set up as many AI voice agents as you want, inbound, outbound, confirmations, DBR, like database reactivation, all that stuff. And then we have a pricing per minute as well for actually using the voice agent.
What's that pricing per minute?
It depends what plan you buy. It ranges
Sure.
from like 40 cents. If you basically buy like thousands of minutes all the time, then you can obviously get a lower rate. But it ranges from like around the 30 to 40 cent mark. Like it jumps around there. And that's per minute for actual talk time. That's not dials or anything like that. We also take care of all the Twilio for you. So there's no like fees for Twilio and all that kind of stuff. We cover everything with that.
Oh, okay. And does that handle like unlimited simultaneous calls?
Yeah, it's literally like it's as many clients as you want essentially. So it's like, yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah, yeah.
Let's we'll talk more about that if people have other questions. Put them in the Q&A. I see some stuff loading into the Q&A, so love that. You guys that have been on calls with me, you know this about me. I'm a technical junkie, so please let me know in the chat if this gets too dense. I'm gonna try. I know you guys, and I'm gonna and the people that Aaron serves are the people that will not like this next part probably as much. It's okay, don't leave. That's why Aaron is here. You have an option to go to set this stuff up. He's just here to show you A, value you can take from this and implement today. And B, if you're non-technical, you know that you can trust this guy. Okay, let's go into it. Let's learn some stuff.
Let's do it. Awesome. So the main thing's the prompt, right? That is like the thing that feeds all of it, right? One really quick caveat I want to kind of throw in before I go over to prompting is that so many people believe that AI voice is all about just getting the voice sounding good. And yes, that is part of it. But at the same time, so much goes into the infrastructure of the AI voice, right? It's like, for example, with the examples I'm going to show you in a second, it's like if if the AI voice makes a phone call at 1 in the morning to someone who's just come in, if you want to do that, and let's say the human team isn't active and you don't want a live transfer, then how does the AI voice know what time it is to be able to what to do at certain times? If it's out of hours, send it to CloseBot. If it's in hours, try and live transfer. If the live transfer fails, then send it to CloseBot. Like all that infrastructure, all the reports, like all that stuff is such a big workload. I'm going to talk about AI voice prompting now, but like I just want to quickly throw that in there. Like the AI voice in these voice agencies is actually a small part of it. Really, it's the whole infrastructure, which is such a big deal. But yeah, AI voice prompting. So let me quickly. Cool, awesome. So you have two kinds of prompting, and most people will be familiar with the conversational prompting. So conversational prompting is essentially you talking to ChatGPT, right? You ask it a question, it gives you an answer. You're not maybe over the moon with it, and you're like, oh, change this bit, change that bit, and it like adjusts as you go, and you can eventually get this really nice, beautiful bit of copy you're trying to make, or picture, or whatever you're trying to do, right? But then you've got something called one-shot prompting. So one-shot prompting is essentially you have one prompt, you give it to the LLM, and it just has to perform and get whatever you want out of that prompt. You can't go back and forth with it. And so with AI voice, everything is one-shot prompting, right? So like I said, the conversational prompting, ChatGPT gives you a response, send another message, gives you another response, and you keep going back and forth. One-shot prompting, one chance, that's it. Obviously, you can iterate on that, right? So what you'll do, press that. So what you can do is you can make adjustments afterwards, but you can't make adjustments during. That's where it doesn't work. And so what we need to be able to do is engineer a prompt so good that when the AI voice is running, it will perform fantastically without having to try and get involved and change things halfway through because you can't. It's one shot prompting, right? So all AI voice uses is one shot prompting.
And
So I'm going to try and
is it multilingual?
yes, it is. Yep. So it can do. Oh, Ramses is here. Hey, Ramses. Ramses is one of our clients. Actually, he's the account I'm going to show you actually in a second. So yeah, it's all multilingual. The only thing with the multilingual stuff, Bryce, is that if you're using like an American accent and you want it to speak French, then it can like some of the words can sound a bit funny. So we'd recommend using like a French speaking person as the voice and things like that. But yeah, it's definitely multilingual. We actually had one example where the client, the lead was talking to the AI in English, but because of the background noise, there was a guy behind the lead talking in Turkish. And the AI was like, "Oh, by the way, I can speak to you in Turkish if you prefer." And she was like, "Okay." And it just started. Then the rest of the conversation was in Turkish. Like it was really cool actually, and the person was really impressed by it. Obviously, at that point, they know it's AI. Well, they might not. They might think it's just a multilingual person, but a lot of people at that point will know. But yeah, it is really cool. It can do a very good job of it.
And what
And so,
about
go on.
outreach? Can this do outreach or inbound?
It does so. It does outbound and inbound. There's a lot of legality around cold calling and like cold outreach with AI voice, so you can't use it for cold calling. But if someone's opting in some sort of form and they're agreeing to receiving automated calls, then it's absolutely fine. And so that's really where we work best. It's an ads agency, maybe for example, like the dental niche. They're generating leads for their clients. People are opting in, but their callers just aren't able to get to them fast enough, or their clients just aren't calling at all, right? And then they're blaming the agency for a lack of results. It's like you're not even doing the thing you're supposed to be doing. And so that's where the AI voice can come in and it can phone up them leads, speed to lead, power dial, all that kind of stuff.
And
And
guys,
so,
I actually don't know the answer to this. I'm not just feeding him questions. So these are the kinds of reasons why CloseBot doesn't do voice. I'm not obsessive over it. Aaron is.
yeah, I love it. I love this stuff. And so with the prompting, you can honestly get 80% there with any prompt you make. So if you just go to ChatGPT and say, "Hey, I'm doing AI voice, I've got this thing, I've got this script, make me a prompt." You'll be able to like get 80% of the way there. I'm not saying you can't do that.
So
And
do you encourage people to do that if they're just trying to come up with something as a foundation? That's a good way to get started.
yes, um, yeah, if you're just starting out and you're in a situation where you want to just kind of get started, definitely use AI because AI knows AI and it can give you that. I'm going to be making a lot more content about this very soon on my YouTube, so I'll be putting content about how to build prompts and all that kind of stuff very soon as well. Um, but yeah, for now, like it's a good start. I don't want to say it's kind of like the equivalent is like saying to someone who wants to lose weight, being like, should they buy workout videos first? It's like they should just go to the gym and just do it properly. But if they, the workout videos will do for now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah,
So
that all makes sense.
you can get 80% of the way there, like I said, with the Grand ChatGPT, but the last 20% is what makes an AI voice agent go from I can kind of tell it's AI to oh my God, I couldn't even tell. That sounds great, right? And just to clarify something, like we can't get to 100% perfect prompts. Like it's maybe in the near future, but right now, like even me and my team working full time, like perfecting every little prompt, like you're still only going to get to like 95% and maybe a little bit higher. Never going to get it perfect, right? And so the work that takes you from the 80% to that 100%, it exponentially gets harder. It's like every percentage point beyond that 80%, it's like you really have to put in the work to get there. And that's obviously we've worked with, like I said, hundreds of clients, hundreds of projects. We've got all these like that's where it comes in so well with us because we have the experience of like we know what the perfect prompt is and we can just plug that straight in. But I'm not saying people can't work it out on their own. They definitely can. It just takes a lot of work. Um, and so the way AI works is it's probabilistic. So, like I said, let's say you get 95% there. Let's say our scripts, right? Our prompts, we get 95% of where, the best we can get them. That still means that 1 out of 20 times your AI voice is going to screw up because it's probabilistic. So if you've got 95% perfect prompts, it means 1 out of 20 times there's going to be like a little hiccup. There's going to be something that says things. And like even some of the voice recordings that I can potentially show, like you'll still hear like little things here and there. But most of the time, again, 95% of the time, it works really well and it does a great job. And so this is why it can be so difficult to get it right because it's probabilistic.
And let's vibe on that for a second.
Yep.
I see the issue, and you tell me if you notice this. People come into CloseBot and they get their stuff, and with text, it's easier to get near the 100, because we have way more time to respond. So CloseBot can do a lot of really complicated stuff on the back end to get closer to the 100. But they'll notice an edge case. They come into CloseBot and they try to tweak for that edge case, and they accidentally get further away from the 100% because now they introduce they're like over constraining the system, and it makes it screw up in areas that it used to do really well. They start to have conflicting information in their prompts. even though they forget about it. Maybe they have an upload that says something, but then in a different section, they're saying something else that contradicts what's on their website, and that's in the upload section. So be really careful.
People over engineer their prompt so much. Like that is the mistake you make. You over engineer the prompt, and you start to get hallucinations. So the like you could sit there and you could write every little, like, if they say this, do this. If they do this, do like, and you write this huge thing, and all of a sudden it just starts making crap up. It just starts making stuff up. It starts hallucinating,
Because
and
it
the whole
feels
thing falls apart.
trapped
Yeah,
and it
it's
has to
horrible.
do its best. It's trained to make you happy. And it's like, I don't know, never makes me rewarded in my training. So I have to come up with something. I don't know what to say. I'm going to do my best.
Exactly. That's exactly it. Yeah.
And so what people are shooting for when they go in there and they're over constraining these systems is they're aiming for something that it beats or exceeds humans. These systems do beat and exceed humans, but you, Aaron, you and I were talking earlier about how it's different than most people think. How do they exceed or beat humans? And how is that
Yeah, I
different from
love
your
this. So I actually want to
expectations?
quickly see if I can get to the let me quickly get to that because, well, I can just explain it anyway. But basically, essentially what it is the say I'll tell you what, can people just quickly put a quick one in the chat if you have a human team phoning up your clients' leads, or if you've got anything like that. Okay, cool. We got a couple of people.
I mean,
Yeah, okay, we
I'll
got
even
loads
throw
of
one
people.
in there. Like we have a
Yeah,
customer
yeah,
success
yeah.
team, and there sometimes they jump in. Yeah, like we have humans at CloseBot too doing stuff.
So the way I'm trying to find the slide, but it's very simple. I don't know why I'm trying to find the slide for it. It doesn't really matter. That here we go. Cool. This is it. Right. So essentially, the way it works, and this is the analogy I use for everyone. When your clients are on the phone with one of your leads, right? Your clients are always going to outperform your setters. It's just like it's always going to happen like that. When you're The reason why your setters can still outperform your clients overall in terms of booking rates and things like that is because your setters take more swings at target. They take more shots at target, right? So your client, when they're actually on the phone, they can engage better. They know the service better. Everything's just better, right? But then when it comes to your setters being on the phone, they're not as good, but they phone faster and they phone more often. They're just more efficient. And so they can get more people on the phone, they take more shots at target, and so they actually get better results because of that, right? And then it's one step next for the AI voice. So if your setters, if they're well trained, they should be better than the AI voice on the phone. They can engage better, they can speak, like everything's just the rapport better, everything's better, right? But the AI voice will be faster at phoning them up when they speak to these way faster. They're more efficient. They can phone in the night. They don't take days and weekends off. Like all that kind of stuff compiles, and they actually end up outperforming the human setters just because they're taking more shots on target. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and you know this because you've actually run tests. Like you ran a whole ass call center. Like you know the numbers and you are anal about KPIs. And then to take
That is
those same
exactly it.
KPIs and then see like, okay, the funnel is tighter. Like, yeah, maybe less appointments per lead are getting booked, but the number of leads because of the no sick days, because of the more like the quicker next call, the quicker answers, like all that stuff stacks up to get more at bats, which leads to
Exactly
more
that.
closes.
Yeah, that is exactly it. It's like if you actually looked at the drop in terms of like if you looked at okay, how many conversations converted into a booked appointment, the client will perform better than your setters, the setters will perform better than the AI. But if you look at how many booked appointments you get from the leads that have come in, the booking rate, then you'll see that it's actually the other way around. The AI voice is better than the setters is better than the. And this is, by the way, this is all assuming that your clients do a terrible job phoning up their leads. If your client's really quick at phoning leads and they're like speed leads under 60 seconds and they're being consistent with it, like they're going to outperform your setters, right? Like,
That's
so it
another
depends
thing.
on.
Yeah. If if you're not drowning in leads and having leads coming in like overnight and trying to solve those types of problems and you're just getting started, the businesses you serve for don't really get a ton of calls and they can always answer the phone. Like, don't do this,
That's
right?
exactly it. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. It's exactly like this. It goes back to like the whole thing of like, what's the bottleneck? Hormozy says this all the time. What's the bottleneck of your company? Like, if you're not struggling with booking rates and you're not struggling with show rates, and like, don't worry about any of this. Like, just worry about the thing you need to worry about.
We have a couple questions I want to get answered. Um, Voicemails. Does your system leave voicemails?
You can do. We actually recommend not doing that though. We find that you just waste minutes. You end up wasting like a minute or 30 seconds. And if you leave a voicemail every single time you call, first of all, like your numbers will they just start to get worn out a little bit faster. But also the second thing is that you're just wasting so many minutes on like voicemails. And who even listens to their voicemails? I don't know. I've never really noticed the stats on voicemails have never been great for
I
me.
keep mine full so that I don't get new ones.
Yeah, like I don't think anyone really listens to them. Like it's not really a thing anymore.
What about who do you use as a provider? Can you talk about that? Do you talk about that? Do you have like
Provider
the
for
voice
what?
on the voice side?
So we use 11 Labs for our like actual spoken voice. In terms of like everyone always says to me like, oh, do you use VAPI? Do you like we generally just like built this out custom. It's like using Claude. It's like all NA like it's this whole when you listen to like if you speak to my own voice agent or like I show some call rules, whatever, you'll hear there's like a lot of filler words, there's like a lot of like conversational flow, and it's just a lot of these other providers, they can't do that. They can't provide the way we do it. So that's why
And
we have to like custom build
we're gonna have a demo of this too, but
it.
that's
Yeah.
all, it's all custom. It's a combination of code, N8N, other stuff all tied in. Like it's
Provider agnostic is the word I'd use. Provider
a
agnostic.
network.
Yeah.
Let me
We
make
choose the best
sure.
one.
We
Yeah.
have some people asking about setup costs. Let's save that to the end. I just don't want to interrupt flow. Someone
I'll
said,
be very honest about the thing about the setup cost quickly is that like I don't really want to give like an exact setup price because like our price might change in like and I don't want to be like you told me that it was like but the 497 is sticking around forever. That's why I'm happy to say that one. Yeah.
yeah. Yes, there will be a replay. Is the AI built from scratch? Yes, yes, built from scratch. We already answered
Yep.
that. Sorry, I'm just trying to knock some of these out.
You're good. You're good.
Um, do you help with two-way sync on the calendar integration? So that specific question is like they use a different calendar that's not in GHL.
Yeah, that's well, it depends. Have they got an API?
So
If Cal's
you
got an
can do some
API,
of that custom stuff.
oh, absolutely, absolutely. We've done it with Calendly's an obvious one, right? Go high level. We've got like a bunch of so a lot of these medical niches. They have like these weird calendars. As long as it's got an API that we can access, then we can configure it to that. It's absolutely fine.
And then the last question for now, and I see some questions up. I'm going to get to these. I'm just trying to keep it in line with what we're talking about now. What's your opinion on the cadence of like, for example, someone fills out a form. Do you text
Yep.
them first? Do you call them first?
I do. I text them straight away just because you might as well. But then I also call them straight away. I want to call them as well straight away. Um,
And
and
then
I'll
whichever answers you carry on with that,
no,
right?
no, I still call them. So yeah, so like even if someone texts back, like I don't care, I'm calling them. Like if anything, I'm calling them even more now because like I know they're on their phone because they just text me. So it's like calling. Just a quick side note thing, like people say to me all the time, "Oh, how do I get a better booking rate? Oh my, is it my this? Is it?" It's like the biggest thing you can do is just phone your lead within 60 seconds. Like just do that. Like do that over and over and over. That is like I did a whole thing, a whole study with Gym Launch on this, and we looked at like the data from like when did people actually book in. So my cadence is always phoning leads twice a day, every day for 7 days, and we looked at where the drop off was on that, and we found that 92% of the appointments came in the first 3 days, and I can't remember the exact. So like 80 something percent of that was in like the first time we called them. It was like the speed to lead is like everything. You have to call them within 60 seconds.
Yeah, that makes sense. I do want to touch too, because so I I see some stuff in here. We have one or two people that are genuinely upset at us at CloseBot for saying we're going to do voice. I'm sorry about that. My intention was definitely not deception. I believe strongly in us staying very focused, though, on what we're doing. Text and voice, very different things. I, as the founder of CloseBot, am obsessive about text. It keeps me up at night. I dream about it. I can't hire someone that's not a founder to be that obsessive about voice. And in 2026, and I'm saying this just in case they got kicked off and came back on or came in late, because this is a really important thing. In 2026, the businesses that go wide instead of deep are going to get killed. They're not going to survive. If you are with a company that you feel is going too wide, they are not going to survive. That is that. Other companies that can survive, even if they do go a little bit wider, is with data. CloseBot, for example. I was texting 2,000 contacts a day myself before A2P for real estate sales outreach. Again, before A2P, it was all cold outreach. I had the data. We brought that into CloseBot. Aaron, similar sort of thing. Running call centers since before AI was a thing. He has tons of data on calls. I don't have that. I don't have that. I don't have the obsession. I don't have the data. It is in your best interest that I introduce you guys to people on the voice side that I know and trust based on who I know can survive 2026. And this is that. And so that I can build the best application for you guys, we are not doing voice. Okay. Hopefully that answers that stuff. Sorry for the little tangent.
You're fine. I want to quickly touch on something you just said there, which is really, really important as well, is that same way with CloseBot, it's like it's the software, but you also have your expertise of like, you know what messages convert, you have all that data, right? And it's the same thing here is like, we're not just building AI voice for people. It's not like some software we've built, like, hey, you can just plug in the AI voice, whatever. It's like we're bringing the whole done for you system is we're bringing our sales knowledge, we're bringing all the knowledge, all the thousands, hundreds of thousands of phone calls we've done for gym launch, all these other guys, like what converts the best, what works the best, just our experience as well. We bring all that. The whole point of our system isn't to just make a nice sounding AI voice, it's to actually get your clients more deployments and more shows. That like so you
And
need to bring the data with you. Yeah.
and that's a little bit different than other stuff. Again, we're talking a little bit too, yes, on voice, but also do it yourself versus done for you. Couple things that I'm hearing on the done for you through Aaron. Yes, you still have the ability to edit stuff. So you still have that ability, but it's going to be built best on the whole system best practices. Like someone asking, "Hey, do I text or call when they form fill?" And Aaron is like, "Oh, the way we set it up, we do both. We continue on text if they're responding on text, but we pull that in to the voice side and we're still giving them a call, but it knows all the like for someone on this call to get to that point, doing it themselves is just going to take you a lot more time. If you have time and don't have money, definitely, hopefully you're learning some stuff from this. Otherwise, just know like Aaron has that knowledge.
Exactly. Yeah, for sure. What do you want to vibe on next?
Oh, let's go into some questions again. Um, there's the setup fee. So in real estate investing, they said you are allowed to cold call under the coffee versus fast, easy offers. Must have been a litigation case. The court distinguished buying activity from selling services. And so this is getting into some nuance, right? When someone works with you, like they can use it to call people.
Yeah.
But if
What do you
if they
mean?
get in trouble, they get in trouble. Like, so
Yeah,
it's up to
like
Michael here to understand who he should and should not be using this system for
exactly.
to some degree.
I can give you advice. We got to be very careful with this. I'm not a lawyer. I cannot give you legal advice. I can give you entertainment advice in a fantasy world, what I think would is legal and what isn't. Um, but at the same time, we are calling on behalf of you. So, like, we get you to sign contracts and stuff. Like, it's up to like we won't call someone you don't want us to call. Absolutely not. We'll call people you want us to call. But if that leads you to some, you didn't follow the rules, you're a bad player, whatever, that's on you guys for sure.
I just noticed the time too. I think we should do a demo.
Yeah.
How do you feel on that?
Yeah. Well, we've got, I want to, there's two things. I want to definitely do a demo. I think that's great. And I'd love to show a bit of like some
Oh
examples I
yeah.
found of
So
like
let's show
where
some
we've used
stuff.
CloseBot. Yep.
First of all, we haven't even said the name of your company or even like shown the platform that they can log into to do edits and monitor KPIs, and we haven't seen the conversations. So we have a lot to get through in 17 minutes. Let's do that.
Cool. So should I show a bit more about my company first and then how it all connects up and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Let's do it.
This was not
So
intended to be a super sales pitch, guys.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah.
I definitely want you guys, like, if this is what you need, like, use it.
And
So
and also at the same time, like I'm all for people doing it on their own as well. Like I'm not saying you have to work like so I'm like I said, if Bryce was he knew it'd be valuable for the community and come follow me on YouTube and stuff. I'll put a load of free stuff on there. You want to start building out on your own, you definitely can do that. Yeah, I think it's either way, I think just what I'm trying to get out here is like AI voice is really like it's there now. And I think so many opportunities are being missed because people aren't using it. That's really what I'm trying to push here.
yeah,
Um,
show them what your platform looks like. Talk
yeah,
about
for
the
sure.
integration. Show them the actual conversations that are a mix between CloseBot and
Yeah,
voice.
let's go through all of it. So this is obviously just a test account. I'm not gonna show real like real data with any of my clients, obviously. But yeah, basically you get access to a dashboard that looks like this. And so in here, we've really done our best to make this synonymous. Is that the right word? I can't speak English sometimes. The trying to make this as close to goal high level as we can, right? And so with this, it's like we've got your agency view account, and then you have your projects here. So you can go into each of these ones, you can click these and see, okay, what's the number of leads we've got, the total calls, the call time, the pickup rate, conversations, booking rates, live transfers, all that kind of stuff, right? That all goes into here. It gives you all these like really nice metrics and breakdowns, all that kind of stuff. And so you can see this per client, or you can see a total as well. It's up to you how you want to see it, right? The really cool thing about this is that this whole platform is fully white labeled. We want you to be able to go, like, okay, same way you go high level, we want you to be able to go out and resell this to your clients, and they think it's your software and you're the one doing the AI voice and all that kind of stuff. So if I quickly click down here to this white label section, you can change all the brand. Oh, sorry, it's locked me out. Give me a second. I sat on the thing for too long, and it
Yeah, killed
let
the
me
session.
quickly yeah, let me quickly you know how it is with this
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Let me quickly log in.
And we have some people in here asking about, like, okay, what is the next step to get it from the 80% to the 100%?
I can talk through that as well.
Maybe we
The only
can,
problem is this is gonna
Aaron,
be like a 3 hour webinar. That's the only problem.
can you share some of the slides with
Slides?
me and maybe I can
Absolutely.
email out the slides after this?
Yep, I'd love to. I'll
Because
send the
there
slides
is a
after
bunch of
this.
information in there about like how do you get that better? We just
I
covered a little
talk
bit.
just to really quickly, just kind of like tease people if that's the right word. I've got like a whole thing here about like where is it? Yeah, all this stuff like how we break out our voice prompts, 3 different sections, why we do it. We give examples of the different sections. We get like we I've got all this stuff in here. So yeah, more than happy to share this and people can start building on their own. I think that's great. I love that. Okay, cool. Let me share my screen again. So going back to frick's sake, hold on. Technical issues.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna answer some questions.
Yeah,
We
go on,
are
keep
gonna
going.
get to the demo. Guys, rest assured, like there's only so much talking you can do with an AI voice that's just for demo purposes. So it's not like we need 20 minutes to run the voice demo. That can be quick. How does this compare to other tools, including the built-in high level, assistable, building yourself, others? Again, he's backed by data. He knows exactly how to build it. For one, he knows exactly how to integrate it with your other systems. So accounting for open and closed hours, custom tools that would require a custom script to tie into like different calendars. Like this is going to be better.
The analogy I use for it is like, why do your clients not do Facebook ads themselves? It's like they've got access to Facebook, they can go into the business manager and they can upload their own ads and they can run their own Facebook ads.
That's true.
But the reason why people don't do that is because they don't know marketing, they don't know how to set it up properly, they don't know how to connect it to go high level and then do that. They don't know all that stuff. So like they can figure it out, but they don't do it because it's a lot of work, it distracts you, and it's like a lot of work to figure it all out. That's essentially the difference between like high level and these other like assistable and that kind of stuff. It's like it's the same thing basically. But yeah, sorry, right. Where was I? So white label. So first, the white label section. You can change obviously the app's name. You can put different logos in here with the features. You've got custom colors, custom typography, custom domain. So up here, for example, it says app.teamfollowup.ai. You can change that to whatever company name you want. So it's all fully branded to be your thing. And then the cool thing about that is obviously, like I was saying, where you can see your project view. If you go to user management here, you can actually give your clients their own email and password, and you can give them project user access to each of your whatever project you want to give them. So they can go in and they can see their own data, and even things like the call history, the call recordings, the summaries, all that's in here, which is really, really nice. So yeah, it works very well that way. When it comes to even like the rebilling, so a lot of people will say to me, oh, how can I make money with this, right? How can I make money with, like, on top of what's going on? And so with the My Wallet section, you can connect up your Stripe account, here, and then you can see all your projects down here, and you can toggle these on and off. If you want to do rebilling, you can. If you don't want to do rebilling, you don't have to. So if I like turn this on, you can put a multiplier on the minutes. And then you can also, the really cool thing is you can actually connect, because we've connected your Stripe into it, we can pull from your Stripe, we can pull that in and connect the customer ID from Stripe into here. So you haven't got to ask your clients, hey, you got to put your card details in again or anything like that. It's all very seamless. And one
So if
thing
you
that
guys have been part of CloseBot recently, like it's all the same as CloseBot on here. You can connect to existing Stripe customers. You can rebuild the markup you want. They can see the dashboard stuff. You can white label the experience. You are the power one though. You can go set all this up.
Yeah, exactly that. And with that, a lot of people say to me, like, there's a big problem with Go High Level at the moment with the rebilling, is that if your card gets charged, but your client's card fails, Go High Level will still let them use text and minutes, and they'll just like rinse you, and you end up. I've got one client at the moment that's got $100,000 in outstanding invoices in Go High Level. It's crazy. And so what we've built into this as well is a hard stop feature. So even if you've got a credit with us, if your client falls below a certain limit, whatever you want to set it to, then if that hits that limit, it will stop all the AI voice going for that client. So you're never going to be slapped with a bill for, like, no, it's not going to eat into your credits if your client hasn't paid, basically, which is a really nice little bit there as well. But yeah, this is basically the kind of the whole platform. When it comes to actually making changes to the voice, people don't like this, but we don't let you do it yourself. The whole point of it being done for you is that you don't mess about with prompts and over engineer them and all that kind of stuff. So we have a dedicated Slack channel with you, with all our developers in there, and we do calls with you and all that kind of stuff. And any changes you want, you let us know in the Slack channel. We go in same day, we update it for you, and then we keep testing. But that's the other thing as well. We've got live humans that are listening to the calls constantly. And when we pick up on things before our clients do, and we'll fix them and we'll keep iterating and that kind of stuff. And so, yeah, you can't edit it, the prompts or anything in here. It's all got to be through our Slack channel. Hope that makes sense. Yeah. And also we use that AI for improvements as well. Like we're using AI to actually help improve AI as well, like over time. Is pretty cool. There's actually one more bit which isn't in here yet, but it's going to be very cool. A lot of our clients, they want demo voice. They want demo agents to show their clients before they sign up. And so it's not there yet, but it'll be ready very soon. There's actually going to be a section here where you can give some information to our AI, and it will create the prompt and it will put it in your Slack channel automatically. And obviously we'll engineer it for you and help you out a little bit with it. So you can have these demos, even before you got a client with you, you can have these pre-made demos using your client's information and whatever else, just to wow them before they even sign up. So we'll build bots for you before you even got a client ready, basically, which is really cool. Yeah. Do you want me to give you, I guess I can give you a call, Bryce, right? Do you want me to get it to call you? I don't want to be biased and like ask it questions that I know it's going to do well with or whatever, you know? All right, let me quickly, can you write your number to me on Facebook? I don't want to put your number in the chat. You might get a few, technical questions at 2 a.m. or whatever it is.
Yes. Sending.
No, so Michael Riordan said, is this built off Go High Level? No, it's not built off Go High Level. We connect into a Go High Level. So just a quick thing about Go High Level here is that we have our own snapshot. We load it into the account for you. We use Go High Level just for some of the automations, but all the AI voice is done outside of Go High Level. So it's not Go High Level AI voice. We're not using Go High Level AI voice. It's our own thing we've built. Okay, cool. Let me quickly check the chat. Okay, cool. Make sure your phone's not on do not disturb, because that'd be embarrassing.
Okay,
I love
should
how
be.
Americans never give the country code to their cell phone. They just
Is
assume
that a
everyone,
thing we
oh,
do?
everyone knows it's plus one.
You know.
Everyone knows. Come on, we're the best nation in the world. Everyone knows. Okay, cool. I'll get it to give you a call now.
That's hilarious. Never thought about that.
So it's not just you. Everyone does it.
Was it a 507 number?
I'm not. Yeah, it rung you. I can see it rung you. Did you not
Can you do
answer
it
it?
again?
Yeah, I can do it again,
I
of course.
permanently have my phone on Do Not Disturb, and I
Oh,
don't know how to like take it off all the way.
I love that. Let me try
But
again.
maybe if I have the, because I see I got a call and
Yeah, it did. It did call you.
there, intercepted.
Put it on loudspeaker.
Nope. Do it again. I
Oh,
didn't
one more
intercept it
time.
fast enough.
I love how your phone's on permanently do not disturb. That's crazy. Let me try one more time. Obviously, put it on loudspeaker as well when it comes through. Hopefully, your mic doesn't like noise cancel it or anything.
Hello?
Hey, hey, is this Bryce?
Yeah. Who's this?
Bryce, Aaron from Team Follow Up AI. So I see you signed up to learn how AI voice agents can like save time and money in your business. So I thought I'd call and show you myself.
Yeah,
How's your day
I
going so
was
far?
thinking about it, but I don't know.
Mm, totally get it, Bryce. Honestly, a lot of people are kind of curious, but not sure if it's worth their time. Um, just so I don't waste yours, can I ask a couple quick questions, see if this even makes sense for you?
Yeah.
First one, are you an agency owner?
Um, I
For that. Next one, what kind of monthly
Your
revenue are
mic, by
you
the
at?
way, your mic keeps cutting. I don't know if your mic keeps
here,
cutting in and
you
out.
keep
It
it
sounds like
close.
it. Yeah, try, but let me try one more time. If your
Mhm.
mic keeps cutting in and out, hold on a second. Because I can hear it's talking and it stops and then it's like goes quiet, but I can hear it say I can see it saying something. Let me try one more time.
Yeah,
Uh,
something I notice because this is my first time testing, but like the every once in a while, like you said, it sounds exactly like you. So is it going to sound exactly like you when you set it up?
no, it's whoever you want it to sound like, right? It's whoever you want it to sound like. I've actually got some like if the noise cancelling keeps like playing up, I've got some other things I can show you. But I don't think you can turn noise cancelling off Zoom. That's the problem. Let's try again.
Hello?
Hey, is this Bryce?
Yeah. Yeah, what's up?
Uh, Follow up AI. So I see you signed up to learn how AI voice agents can like save time and money in your business. So I thought I'd call and show you myself. How's your day going so far?
So this is it right now?
Yeah, exactly. You're actually talking to the AI voice agent right now. I'm literally doing the job I'm trying to sell you on, which is
Yeah.
kind of fun, right? So before we dive in, can I ask, are you an agency owner?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. Thanks for confirming. Just to clarify, when you said sick, do you mean your monthly revenue is around $6,000, or was that something else?
Oh, no, I was saying sick. Like this is really cool. No, I'm making more than that. I'm a good agency owner.
Got it. Thanks for clearing that up. And compliment, right? Cool, So just to check, what kind of monthly revenue are you at right now?
I'd rather not say.
Totally fair, right? As long as you're, comfortably above the 5K mark, we're probably a good fit. What niche is your agency in?
Embarrassing. I'm not niche down yet.
Hey, no worries at all. Honestly, a lot of agencies start broad before they find their sweet spot. You're definitely not alone there. So, what kind of problems do you usually run into with calls or follow up in your business?
Mostly it's like middle of the night and just coordinating with like the other systems I use, automations, booking stuff. I'm using like internal tools right now and it's just not there yet.
I totally get that. Juggling late night calls and trying to make all your systems play nice together can be a real headache. The cool thing is, AI voice agents like me can handle calls 24/7.
It's like, that's cool.
Yeah, like it, right?
And like, I was trying to start to play with some interruptions, some longer statements versus shorter. I like it didn't get interrupted when I would say like something super short, you know?
Exactly. There's something we built into it, which is essentially the it's the it's like it detects what you said. So a lot of time, because if you're talking, right, this is one of the problems with AI voice, well, it was previously, is that you'll be talking and you'll go, yeah, like you'll be confirming,
And
like
it
when they're
stops.
talking, and it stops, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't do that. It will know that you just said something really short, like a yes, or what, it will detect that, but it won't let it interrupt it. It will just carry on like usual. And so there's definitely like, and by the way, like we can, with that system we've got there, we've got it with like Go High Level, like obviously it connects to Go High Level, but then we've got like separate workflows are all triggering and all that kind of stuff. The
And
latency.
someone said needs light typing sound. Maybe you guys couldn't hear everything. There was light typing sound here and there. There was breathing. There was ums. Like it
That's
had
exactly it.
it
Yeah,
had all that.
it does a lot of like even when you're talking, Bryce, you couldn't hear it, but it will be like
Yes.
like as
And
you're
I heard
talking.
that.
Yeah, exactly.
So because I don't want people to hop off right at and then miss like the next steps. I
Yeah,
think big takeaways from this are we're going to have a recording to this. We're going to send out the slides that have a lot more technical information on how you can improve any voice system you're using. Obviously, it's not going to be able to automatically detect and do little things that Aaron and his team can do that really drive more revenue. But what's the next steps for how people should get in contact with you, what they should do if they feel like you are a good fit for them to set up stuff for them and their clients?
yeah. What I actually want to do is people. I've already, I've obviously created you a landing page, Bryce. I'd love to share that in the chat quickly, and then if people want to test the bot themselves, they can literally put their phone number in and speak to it, just so they can see like what it's like.
That's
So
great.
I'm just gonna really quickly just share that in the chat now. Give me 2 seconds.
We had a bunch of questions too that didn't get answered. What's the best place for people to find you and ask their questions?
Oh, good question. Instagram. Message me on Instagram. I always check my Instagram messages. That'll be the best. I'll put my Instagram handle in as well before people jump off.
Perfect.
So that, yeah, that's the thing. And then my Instagram handle. I'll just quickly find my Instagram. I usually do voice notes on Instagram. Hope people don't mind. It's not AI. I promise it's me. It's not it's not some thing. Slash Aaron. Oh, that's not it. Okay, this link should work from Instagram. If not, my handle is just Aaron underscore parking like that. If that's not working for any reason. If people want to stick around, I'd love to show people a bit about how it's actually even connecting to CloseBot and that kind of stuff within, some examples.
Yeah. Do you
If we've
have
got time. I'm good. I'll go for as long as you need.
yeah, do that. Let's do it. I'm gonna make
Yeah.
sure I don't have anything.
Little.
Yeah, go for it. For anyone who wants to stick around, he has actual examples of real life production conversations it's had
Yeah,
with
yeah.
both CloseBot and the voice AI.
Is there a way to like pin links? Oh wait. Sorry, I've shared it to the. Sorry guys, I've shared it to hosts and panelists, not everyone. How do can I share links, Bryce? I can't see how to do that. I can only share it to hosts and panelists, not to everyone.
Let me share.
If you want to maybe just reshare the links I'll put above.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
cool.
that's the Instagram, and this is the page to go to learn more and experience it yourself.
Perfect. Thank you for that. Yeah, cool. So let me talk you guys through.
Also put it in the resources. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, no, you're fine. Absolutely fine. So let me quickly open this up here.
I also want to call while you're doing that. We have another webinar coming up next week. This is a Aaron, more so done for you. They're going to be able to set up all the, you'll see, like the coordination between two platforms, probably better booking, better nuance, better tweaking, getting you from that 80 to 100%. Do it yourself. We have our preferred do it yourself platform, Thinker. We're going to be inviting them to come on and speak with us and do a similar sort of thing, but more so if you're looking for a do it yourself option. Again, won't get you as close to that 100%, but that option is coming. So look for that.
Exactly.
And that's in the resources as well, along with the link for the landing page there.
Cool. So yeah, I'll just quickly talk through an example. I've actually got, I think, Ramsey's is still here. I'm not sure if he's still here or not. But Ramsey's one of our clients. He's absolutely crushing it right now. And so what we've done for him is that we have, like I was saying earlier, we have the AI voice that are all the leads that come through, we phone them straight away. And then what we do is if it's within office hours, if they're qualified and it's within office hours, we will then live transfer them to his human team, who will then take deposits. If it's outside of working hours, then it goes, a tag gets added, it gets sent to CloseBot, and then CloseBot's the one that actually closes the deal and gets the deposit. And it's been a really cool system. It's worked out very well. It's been very cool. So I just want to kind of give people a quick overview of how this works. So yeah, so this lead came in at 8:41 p.m. This is whatever time zone. And then 8:46, they got, this is 8:46. The call wasn't made at 8:46. The way it works is we do the call outside of Go High Level, but we use inbound webhooks to put the call back into Go High Level. So this basically means when the call was over. So at 8:46 was when the call was over. We put it in. That's why it says 8:46. So actually this call happened within less than 60 seconds.
It says your calendar link is not showing availability. Wanted to interrupt in case anyone's having that problem.
Okay. Give me, wait, maybe my sales guys are
so after the call.
Maybe there's too many book calls already.
Or maybe that may be it too.
Yeah, what I'll do is straight after this call, I will add my own availability to the calendar because I don't want people being left in the dark. And you guys might be able to get a chance to speak to me rather than my sales guy, quote unquote. So just give me 10, 15 more minutes and I'll make sure that's fixed for everyone. Check it in a little bit. Yeah, cool. So I'll quickly just play. This is again, these are all live recordings. So I'll just quickly play it. And by the way, you'll hear with some of these, like the whole 95% thing I was saying, like there are definitely a couple of little bits where you're like, oh, I can tell that's AI. Because we know it's AI, but most people when on the phone, you'll hear what I mean. Like people can't really tell, which is incredible. So I'll just quickly, and by the way, like you said about the voices earlier, Bryce, we can do this with my voice. We can do this with any voice you want, your own voice. We have different accents, Australian, English, any accent you want. This is just like a standard American woman's voice, but you can change it to be whatever you want to make it sound more natural or however you want to do it. So I'll just quickly play this. If I play this, can you hear this? Can you hear that?
Barely.
I might have to reshare with sound. Give me a second. Oh, I can't. Oh. I can't share with sound. Is that a setting? I think maybe because it's a web. What I'll do, I'll turn my volume up and hopefully you can hear it from my mic. Let me try again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, this is Anna calling from animetattoos.com. So, how you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for asking. So, I'm reaching out on behalf of Trachi about your idea for the tattoo running up your back and onto your shoulder, just to see if it was eligible for one of our sponsorships.
One really quick thing I want to add to this, I think this is a really cool thing. When someone submits the form, they say what kind of tattoo they want, and that feeds into the prompt automatically. So as soon as it starts that conversation, it knows what prompt it was. And with this particular situation, it's anime tattoos. And sometimes we don't even tell them what the tattoo is of, but the AI, because it's AI, it's like, oh, it belongs to this series. And I'm like, I have no idea what's it. But like that AI knows it because AI is really cool, stuff like that. I'll keep playing it.
Do you have like 2 minutes?
Yeah, I've got a few minutes.
Awesome, thanks. Just a quick heads up. My service has been a bit spotty, so I appreciate your patience if my voice cuts out sometimes. So first up...
It's all good.
Thanks. So about the tattoo size, you mentioned you're looking for something in the $800 to $1,200 range. That's usually what we call a half-day tattoo.
Got it. Realistically, I didn't know exactly how big it would be. I mean, the character, I don't know if you looked at the photo yet, the character itself is only the size of like a squirrel. Even if this character were hypothetically real, it's not going to be very big. But yeah, I think I clicked full day by mistake. I meant half day. I've gotten a half day tattoo before. I think I clicked full day by mistake.
No worries at all. So yeah, a half day tattoo is perfect for something like Tito since he's about squirrel sized. That fits right in the 3 to 4 hour range. It's great for single characters or smaller designs, so you're definitely on track. Okay, cool. So basically what we look for are like two main things. The first is that your idea has to relate to anime, gaming, or pop culture, and I see your tattoo is from Nausicaa.
I was going to say Studio Ghibli counts as anime, right? Japanese animated film.
Absolutely. Studio Ghibli totally counts as anime. Like Nausicaa is a classic, so you're all good there. And the second is that you're okay with Trachi potentially using it in their portfolio. And we might also feature it on our website, which is animetattoos.com. So yeah.
I see no issue with that. Absolutely, I am.
Perfect. Thanks for that. Awesome. Now, just a quick one.
So you see how there is like, it's really good at the person saying like, awesome, awesome. Like they're like confirming stuff and it doesn't stop. It doesn't randomly just stop and be like, oh, like what the hell? Like it continues the conversation and it still remembers what it's saying when it says them things and just reconfirms it back to them, which is really, really cool. And so basically the rest of this call is like, I can play it, but basically.
Sometime soon or a month after.
Within the near future, I've got my work schedule about 4 weeks out.
Basically, they're just booking an appointment at this point. But what happens, I don't want to bore everyone, but what happens, they try to live transfer it, and then the human team weren't available and they didn't pick up on it. And so then they tried to live transfer again, just to see if it worked again, and it didn't work. So she's like, look, I can just send you a text and blah, blah, blah. And so then what happens, they send them a text, and this is all CloseBot at this point, right? So it sends the text, they're confirming yes. It's like, yeah, okay, bet, blah, blah, blah. How big do you expect it to be? 7 to 6 inches. Okay, great. It goes back and forth, back and forth. It then asks a question here, which is, how does the sponsorship work? Like, is my bill smaller? Is it a code or what happens? At that point, CloseBot didn't know how to actually answer, right? And so what it ended up doing was adding the tag and letting the human team know, oh, we didn't actually know how to handle this thing. Can you please step in? This is where CloseBot's obviously incredible, right? And then the human team step in. They basically say a couple of questions. And then bam, the guy booked it, downloaded. Yeah, just really, really cool. Yeah, human needed tag. That's exactly it, Ramses. Yeah, it's great. And so yes, yeah, thank you very much. This is a $200 deposit, by the way. It's not like some $25 deposit or whatever. This is a $200 deposit. Mo, I can see you saying, where's the test number? If you go to the landing page and you put in, if you submit your form, my AI will call you. So there's not like an actual thing to put the number, like the form contains that. And so then going to, I'll show you some other ones. So got another one here. Quick scroll to the top. I want to try and find one where the CloseBot actually gets the full deposit. Oh, here it is. Yeah, cool. So this is a perfect one where, and this is the really cool thing about CloseBot as well. I'll quickly play the recording for this one. Do people want to hear more recordings, or do you want me to just show like the CloseBot stuff? I can keep showing more recordings if people are interested. More recordings, both. Okay, cool, both. I'll keep playing some stuff. I've got a really cool gym example which I heard the other day from a database reactivation lead. It was incredible. It was so good. I'm excited to share that one. Okay, cool. Here it is. Cool. So I'll just play this one quickly.
Hi, I'm looking for Nate. Is that you?
No.
Oh, sorry about that. Did I maybe reach the wrong number? I was trying to reach Nate about a tattoo idea they submitted to animetattoos.com. Are you familiar?
Okay, it is Nate. Yeah, it's me. I'm sorry. It is me. I just also have people calling me for other stuff. I appreciate it.
Totally get it. Yeah, thanks for letting me know. So hey, this is Anna calling from animetattoos.com. So how are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. So I'm reaching out on behalf of Trotsy about your idea for the JJK and Demon Slayer collab tattoo on your forearm to see if it was eligible for one of our sponsorships. Do you have like 2 minutes?
Yeah.
Awesome, thanks. Just a quick heads up. My service has been a bit spotty, so I appreciate your patience if my voice cuts out sometimes. So first about the tattoo. Thanks. So for your tattoo, you pick the $1,200 to $2,000 range. That's actually our most popular choice for larger or more complex designs. It usually covers full forearm pieces, detailed portraits, or multi-character scenes, like what you described with Gojo and Tengen. Is that the kind of size and detail you're looking for?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, cool. So basically what we look for are like two main things. The first is that your idea has to relate to anime, gaming, or pop culture. And I see your tattoo is from Jujutsu Kaisen and Demon Slayer, right?
Yep.
So that's a prime example there, right? Where we didn't actually, I had no idea where that anime tattoo or whatever it's from, but it knew that, which is really cool. So just it can pull information that even information we haven't given it, because it's AI, it can pull that kind of information and use it on the call, which is just obviously really incredible. But the key thing here is like the prompting, right? If you are putting things in there where it's like, if you're trying to over engineer it and like add too much, that's where it starts to fail, and that's where the prompt starts to just fall apart and starts to hallucinate. But if you're very clear with the prompts and the way you design it, it can do things like this, and it works really well.
Awesome. And the second is that you're okay with the artist potentially using it in his portfolio, and we might also feature it on our website, which is animetattoos.com. So yeah.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Sweet. Awesome. Now.
So yeah, this is again, she's just booking the appointment after that. So this one here, this is the really cool thing. So this one here, they actually goes through, yes, blah, blah. He sends like loads of information, loads of images and stuff like that. And obviously the CloseBot's doing an incredible job, like explaining things and talking whatever it is. And then where is it? Want to go through the $200 deposit? He's like, yes. It sends the link. Of course, thank you, blah, blah. And then basically later down, it's a long conversation. I won't bore everyone with it. But basically it ends up, the person ends up sending a screenshot of the deposit. And then from there, it actually, CloseBot was able to read that image and know that, oh, it's been handled, like the deposit's been closed. And then it's able to literally take from there and do whatever you want it to do, which is really, really cool. So that's another example. I'll do one more quick example and then I'll show the gym one. So quick scroll up. Okay, cool. I'll play this one.
Hi, I'm looking for Taylor. Is that you?
Yeah, me.
Hey, this is Anna calling from animetattoos.com. So how you doing?
I am well. How are you?
I'm good, thanks for asking. So I'm reaching out on behalf of Aiden about your idea for the Witcher fight scene tattoo on your upper thigh to see if it was eligible for one of our sponsorships. Do you have like 2 minutes? Just a quick heads up, my service has been a bit spotty, so I appreciate your patience if my voice cuts out sometimes. So your tattoo reference was in the $1,200 to $2,000 range. That's actually our most popular choice for larger or more complex designs. It usually covers full day sessions for things like detailed battle scenes, multi-character pieces, or big placements like the upper thigh. Is that about what you were thinking for your Witcher piece?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So basically what we look for are like 2 main things. The first is that your idea has to relate to anime, gaming, or...
I think we'll get the idea of this one. And so, yeah, again, same thing. Does it, tries to live transfer. No, this one didn't try to live transfer. This was out of hours. And so it just straight away went for the CloseBot and then asked some questions, upper thigh piece, blah, blah, blah. It works for me. They then say, can we pay them directly in cash rather than the using the calendar, the deposit link that we're sending them. And CloseBot does a great job, right? Yeah, thing is, if you try and pay cash, we're not going to give you the discount. We won't give you a discount, blah, blah. Go through some times. I could do the deposit this afternoon, and then bam, she sends the screenshot, and then we got it. Thank you, $200 deposit confirmation, blah, blah, blah. And then it's able to just take it from there, which is really, really cool. Has anyone got any questions? Quick, let me just check the chat. See what's going on there. Yeah, look at that objection handling. Guys, I'm not Nate. Yeah, it's so true. Can you choose the voice that is used? I know females high responsiveness. Yes, you can use whatever voice you want. Like, if you want to use your mum's voice, like use your mum's voice. Like, you can use any voice you want. Obviously, there's legal implication of that. Don't go crazy. But yeah, you can use any voice you want. We've got a bunch of different voices that are really, really, really good. What's the monthly charge tattoo shop for their minutes? Yeah, good question. I'm actually sure. I should check that. How do you guys think it compares to retail? Yeah, like these like softwares that you can do it yourself. Like a lot of them are good. Like I'm not saying they're not good or anything. It's just the work of like how to engineer the prompt, making sure that things work the way they're supposed to. Like trying to connect in all of the like retail isn't going to be able to do this for you, right? It can't connect you to CloseBot and like send yes. It can't do all that, and that's where obviously, again, retail's good, but like it's the prompt engineering. It's not just the software. Like the software is like actually quite a small part of it. It's really the infrastructure, this whole system, which is why it's so successful for agency owners because they're able to just focus on getting sales and helping their clients and not have to worry about another thing, which is white label AI voice or whatever it is you want to do, you know. What's required from the client to onboard them? Do I have to change their number? Yeah, so we handle all the numbers, all the phone calls. It's a great question. We handle all the numbers for you guys, all the Twilios. So we don't use your gold high level numbers. We have our own numbers we use, and we cycle them. We exchange them out. The more we use them to try and avoid spam likely. We actually have a whole spam likely checker and a whole spam likely system as well. That is really good. That helps avoid spam likely, obviously. And so a lot of people will be like, well, the number we're texting on isn't the same number as what we're calling. And yes, in an ideal world, if you could have the number that you're texting is the same number you're calling, that is the best thing. However, even if you're not using our AI voice, you're even using human callers or whatever it is, that's never going to work because you need to be like changing the numbers out often. If you're making a lot of dials, you need to be changing the numbers out. And so the texts are never really going to match the phone calls anyway. So the fact that we're doing the calling for you guys, it doesn't make a difference really. Bryce, you still there, by the way? I can't see you on the video. Maybe you got kicked out. Does booking an appointment have to end the game, or can it just make a recommendation? Yeah, it can do that as well. That's all good. Yeah, thank you, Ramsey. You're helping us out, man. Appreciate you. Do you have different voices that convert higher? Yeah, we haven't got data on voices that convert the highest, to be honest with you. We just find my theory on this is that like men, everyone likes talking to women, but not everyone likes talking to men. That's basically it, right? Like a woman's voice is always just more friendly. I find it's always just it's just like kinder to speak to. People don't always like talking to men. Men can be a bit annoying sometimes. Okay, I'm going to jump to the gym call in a second. So A2P is nothing to do with AI voice. A2P is all to do with texting. So that's a complete different system. A2P is only for texting. Doesn't make a difference to voice whatsoever. Okay, cool. Let me do the gym example. I think this one's really cool. So this is just so everyone's aware. Can you tweak? Sorry, can you tweak to have more natural pauses after a sentence? Yeah, you can. We can tweak it however you want. It can like you'll hear that with these ones here. You'll hear that it says it asks them, what's their name? They say, yeah, it's my name, and then it says about the tattoo, and then it says the way it says it's like, are you free? Are you free for a couple of minutes now? Like it like lowers the like it higher the voice, but like sounds like they're kind of like whispering a little bit, and it really draws me like, are you free for a quick call now? Like the way it says that again, that's all engineered and customized that way because we want it that way. Yeah, cool. And we can make things HIPAA compliant as well. If people want, I just saw the HIPAA compliant thing. If you want to do HIPAA compliance, you can definitely do that. Okay, let me find. I've got so getting distracted by the chat. Yeah, handles inbound calls, all that stuff. Absolutely. Sorry. One really quick thing. I will show the gym call right now after this last question. I get very passionate and get into this stuff a lot. With the inbound calls, if you make an outbound call with someone and it disconnects for whatever reason, and the person calls back, or even just that voice calls back, we have that thing that Bryce was saying at the beginning, that phone call summary field, right? So that remembers what happened on the previous call. So when they speak to them again, it's not like, hey, is this blah blah? It doesn't like restart the whole thing. It has a memory, which obviously really helps, which is very, very powerful. Okay, cool. So let me find this. Here it is. Cool. Okay, so let me quickly just add a bit of context again. So this is a call that this is database reactivation campaigns. We had a gym client, had a bunch of leads, and they were like, we want to get some more booked appointments from our leads. And this is a really good use case for this, by the way, is that if you've got a client that you're just starting with, time to value is one of the most important things. A client pays you money. You want to make sure you're giving them value as soon as possible. Otherwise, they start worrying about the service and they start wanting to flake and they cancel and contracts and it's horrible, right? So if you can load up like a lead list, providing it's compliant, right? Make sure it's all compliant. If you load up a lead list and you phone them leads, you can get booked appointments with this the same day they sign up, which is very, very powerful. And so, yeah, this is what's happened with this one here. So let me just play this whole thing for you.
Hey Ken, it's Gary from Anywhere Fitness. You'd reached out about our training program a while ago, and I thought
it was a while ago.
Yeah, totally. It's been a bit. I just wanted to check in since we've got a few new spots open. What was it that spiked your interest back then?
I don't know, just a really good looking Facebook feed.
Yeah, our team does a great job with that. So, what's the main thing you'd like to improve? Like weight loss, toning up, or just getting?
Oh, brother, I'm 57 years old, so I was at the time I was just looking at just thinking about not necessarily getting healthy, but just getting some strength in my core, my shoulders, kind of repairing my body in a good way.
That makes total sense, Ken. So is this something you've been working on for a while, or is it more of a recent goal for you?
Something I've been thinking about for a while. I just don't have the motivation to freaking follow through on it.
Yeah, I hear you. Motivation can be the toughest part, honestly. Have you tried anything for your core or shoulders in the past, or is this something you're just starting to look into now?
It's just something I'm starting to look into now. And finance, economics plays a huge role into it. I mean, you guys are worth what you provide. I get that.
Yeah.
But I don't know what you guys do isn't cheap.
Yeah, totally get that, Ken. So our prices, right, they kind of depend because everything's built around your goals and schedule and also the training you're after. It's like asking what a doctor visit costs before you've been seen. The discovery session is where we figure that out together. What's been the hardest part?
You are very good at this.
Thanks, Ken. I appreciate that. So, what makes you want to get started right now? Like, is there something that's pushing you to finally look into this?
Well, not being tired. I mean, I work from 5:30 to 4:30 every day. So I'm tired. So just having the energy to do it is a challenge.
Yeah, that's totally understandable. Long days like that can really drain you. So just to make sure I've got this right, you want to build up your core and shoulders, but with your work hours and low energy.
Core, shoulders, but again, 57, I want to see some results. I don't know. Someone told me once that at my age, you can't build muscle anymore.
Oh, I hear that a lot, Ken, but honestly, it's just not true. Tons of our members are in their 50s and 60s, and they see real progress.
Okay, so let's go with the assumption I'm way open to this. What are you offering here?
So it's basically a short in-person discovery session where you meet a coach, tour the studio, talk through your goals, and figure out what next step makes sense for you. It's super relaxed, nothing intense or anything. Would you be open?
I can set something up for next Wednesday.
Awesome, Ken. So
at the Anytime Fitness in Niles, right there in the Oakville Mall.
Actually, we're Anywhere Fitness, just to clarify. We're at 7650 West 2.
Wait, you're Anytime or Anywhere?
Good question. Yeah, I'm with Anywhere Fitness, not Anytime. We're right near.
Anywhere is the one that you're on Tui, right?
Yeah, exactly. We're on Tui Ave.
You're with Jim.
Yeah, that's right. Jim's one of our coaches here. So
and Jim is the guy. Jim is the guy I know. All right, let's set something up for Wednesday around 10 o'clock in the morning.
That's great, Ken. So for next Wednesday, the soonest I can do is 12 p.m. or 12:30 p.m. Would either of those work for you?
Yeah, 12 p.m. sounds great. Shoot me a text with a confirmation or something, please.
One thing I want to quickly add is you guys can't hear it, but there's a keyboard typing in the background as well. And so with this stuff, it's like when it's trying to like book the appointment, there's usually like a few seconds gap because it's connected to Go High Level, it's looking at it all, it's connecting it all in. But from the lead's point of view, all they can hear is like clicking on the keyboard. So it sounds like someone's actually sitting there and like doing the appointment, just so everyone's aware.
Awesome. I've got you all set for Wednesday at 12 p.m. with Jim. Oh, and Ken, can you do me a favor? If for some reason you can't make it on Wednesday at 12, will you just shoot over a text to this number and let us know so we're not worried about you?
That's really good phrasing. Yeah, no, absolutely. I won't hang you guys up and dry. I'll let you know. I'll be there.
Perfect, Ken.
Thanks for reaching out, Gary.
We'll send you all the details, directions, coach info, everything. Can't wait to have you in, Ken. If you have any more questions,
Thanks very much.
text. You're welcome, Ken. Have a great weekend.
I will. Well done, sir. Well done.
Thanks again, Ken. Looking forward to seeing you Wednesday. Take care and talk soon.
There you go. Yeah, awesome. So that is, yeah, that one for me was like, I love that one. That's one of my favorite ones. It sounds, and obviously like that took a lot of engineering, right? I don't think that's going to happen like, oh, instantly that's the quality. Like that took a lot of work going back and forth. But yeah, it just shows that like, this is why I'm so bullish on AI voice now. I'm like, yeah, this is the thing. It can definitely do everything it needs to do. It's just incredible, all this stuff. I love it all. There's a couple of questions. Let me quickly just go through some final questions before we end this. By the way, I appreciate all you guys for staying around. Like this has been really fun. I've loved this.